Let yourself arrive in the simplest way you can, not by trying to relax, not by reaching for a feeling, but by noticing the small signs that your body is already beginning to soften. The air around you has a temperature. Feel it resting on your skin. A quiet contact. A reminder that the world isn't asking anything from you right now. Your breath moves without instruction. Notice the inhale as if you're seeing it for the first time. A slow gathering of space in your chest that rises and settles like a tide rolling in with no intention other than to be what it is. As you sit with that rhythm, your shoulders begin to remember how to let go. Not all at once, just a gradual melting, a slow surrender to the weight of gravity. Let your jaw loosen without forcing it. Let the back of your tongue soften. Even the tiny muscles around your eyes can drift out of guard, as though they've been keeping watch for too long and someone finally told them they're allowed to rest. Somewhere inside, a small ripple of ease begins. You don't choose where it starts. It might be in your hands, your stomach, your spine, some overlooked place that's been holding tension quietly for days. Let that ripple reveal itself to you. Not loud, not bright, just a gentle unwinding, like something tied too tightly beginning to loosen at the edges. You don't have to follow it. Just observe it with the kind of patience you'd give a candle flame. It moves at its own pace. It knows where to go. Notice the moment your breathing shifts from automatic to comfortable. A little deeper, a little slower. Not because you told it to, but because your body is recognizing the invitation to be here, fully, without effort. As the minutes stretch, you might sense tiny adjustments happening on their own. A spine settling, a hand unclenching, a warmth returning to a place that felt cold. Each change subtle enough that it could almost be imagined, yet real enough to feel like the beginning of something unfolding. Let the quiet expand around you. Let the quiet expand inside you. You are arriving, slowly, gently, exactly the way the body prefers to arrive when nothing is demanded of it. Stay here in this slow softening. Stay until the calm becomes its own kind of gravity. Imagine imagine you're stepping into a deeper room within yourself. Not a place you travel to with muscles or motion, but a shift in awareness, a quiet turning inward. The way a curtain sometimes falls into place without anyone touching it. There's no need to picture anything vividly. Let everything stay soft at the edges, almost like shapes seen through warm fog. This is about feeling, not forcing, a sense of moving deeper. The same way your breath moves deeper when it trusts the space it's in. Your attention begins to sink, not downward, but inward, as if gravity guides it toward the calm center of your chest or stomach or spine, anywhere that feels like home, or anywhere that feels neutral enough to rest on. You might sense the room around you fading a little, not disappearing, just stepping into the background, like a familiar song turning down its volume. External sounds become rounder, gentler, as though each one has been wrapped in velvet, so it doesn't disturb your drift. Inside, there's a pulse. It might be your heartbeat. It might be something quieter, a warm thrum that doesn't quite have a name. It sits in the middle of you like a lantern, shaded by soft cloth, glowing without glare. Let yourself approach that glow, not quickly, not deliberately. Just let your awareness lean toward it, the same way your body leans into warmth on a cool night. As you drift closer, you may notice the air in your inner world feels different, a little thicker, a little softer, as if each breath moves through warm water instead of air. You don't have to imagine this precisely. Just notice any sensation that feels like depth, like ease, like sinking into a cushion you didn't know was waiting for you. Thoughts may appear, but they behave differently here. They lose their sharpness. They float instead of push. You can watch them drift by without chasing or resisting them, the way you'd watch dust spiral lazily in a shaft of light. They come, they go, and the deeper part of you keeps sinking, unbothered. Feel the inside of your body become more spacious, as if walls that were once close are now moving outward, as if tension that once held everything tight is dissolving into a warm, expanding silence. Your center, that lantern of glow, begins to concentrate itself, not shrinking, not swelling, just becoming more definite, more noticeable, as though a boundary you couldn't feel before is now gently outlined by warmth. Stay close to that warmth. Let it be your anchor. Let it be the quiet center of this inner room you're entering. There's nothing else to do. Nowhere else to be. Just continue this slow drift inward, until the warmth feels like the place your attention naturally rests. Your body already knows how to unwind. It has always known. It just waits for the right kind of quiet before it begins its work. Let yourself notice the first subtle shift. It might feel like a soft sinking. It might feel like warmth gathering somewhere expected. It might feel like nothing at all at first. Just a gentle pause, a moment of neutrality, as if the body is deciding whether it's safe enough to loosen its grip. Stay with that pause. Let it open on its own. Somewhere inside you, a single place relaxes. You don't have to know where. It might be a deep muscle you haven't thought about in years, or the small band of tension across your ribs, or the quiet tightness behind your navel that holds itself without permission. That place softens, the softening moves outward, not in lines or paths, but in warm spreads of sensation, like ink diffusing through water, slow, organic, uncertain, and yet entirely natural. Let the wave of release travel at its own pace. There is no right speed. The body picks the tempo based on how long it has been holding everything together. You may feel your hands grow heavier, as though gravity finally remembered them. Or your feet may feel far away, floating and grounded at the same time. Your spine may ease itself into a more honest position, one that doesn't require vigilance or effort. Let each shift be small. Let each moment of release be quiet. This is not a dramatic unraveling. It is a gentle, steady untying of knots you've grown used to carrying. Thoughts may rise. They often do when the body releases. They're echoes of tension letting go. You don't need to respond to them. Just watch them dissolve, the same way mist evaporates when the sun finds it. The waves continue, one after another, some subtle, some noticeable enough that you pause for a breath, just to feel them complete their motion. Each wave leaves behind a kind of stillness, not emptiness, a full stillness, as if space has been cleared inside you, and warmth is quietly filling it. There may be a sensation of widening, as though the inside of your body has more room than it did a few minutes ago. As though the boundaries between one muscle and the next have become softer, more forgiving. Let any warmth that appears take its time. It doesn't rush. It doesn't burn. It simply grows, moving through you with the ease of a long-held sigh. This is the body's way of saying it trusts the moment. It trusts you. It trusts the quiet. Somewhere inside, that warm lantern of quiet you discovered earlier begins to glow a little brighter. Not all at once, not in a way that startles, just a gradual kindling, like someone slowly lifting a dimmer switch, one breath at a time. You don't have to imagine the light. Think of it more as a sensation, a center of warmth gathering itself, becoming steadier, becoming clearer. This glow has no urgency. It expands the way morning light expands across a room, touching one surface, then another, without needing your permission. Feel it occupying more of your inner space, a little beneath the ribs, a little along the spine, a quiet spreading through the middle of you as though your core is remembering what ease feels like and choosing to return to it. As the glow expands, you might notice a gentle trembling, not a shake, not a shiver, just a subtle vibration, the kind that happens when tension lifts and the body reclaims its natural rhythm. Let that trembling happen. It's the body loosening its last few threads of holding, allowing your breath to reach places it hasn't visited in a long time. The warmth moves in slow waves, one rise, one fall, each one smoothing out another layer of tightness, each one leaving behind a clearer sense of spaciousness. If a thought floats through, acknowledge it, and then let it drift away into the background hum you've already created. This moment is bigger than any single thought. Let the calm continue to travel down the belly, across the chest, into the hips, only as far as your body is comfortable with, only as quickly as it chooses. There may come a moment where the warmth reaches the edges of you in a way you can feel, a soft, full body exhale that doesn't even require breath. This is the surge, not explosive, not overwhelming, just a complete, patient wave of release moving through you because you finally made space for it. Stay with that wave. Let it finish its journey. Let it fade naturally, as though it has completed a long task and is settling back into quiet. What remains is a glow, steady, gentle, like the lingering warmth of sunlight on skin after the sun has slipped behind a cloud.
Stay in the warmth that's left behind. It doesn't demand attention. It doesn't flare or fade. It simply exists. A low, steady hum at the center of your body, as familiar as breath, and twice as patient. Let yourself notice how different this stillness feels. Not empty, not hollow, but full in a soft way, like warm light reflected on calm water. A presence that doesn't need explanation. Your breath moves through this glow with an ease it didn't have before. Each inhale brushes against the warmth, picking up a hint of it and carrying it upward. Each exhale softens the glow further, blurring its edges until the warmth feels woven into you. There's no need to hold on to the feeling. Clinging only tightens it. Instead, let it rest where it wants to rest. Let it settle the way dust settles in a sunbeam, slowly, without direction, finding its own place to land. Thoughts may return, but they arrive differently now. Quieter, less convincing, as though passing through a thicker, gentler air. You don't have to follow them. You don't have to chase them away. They drift, and the afterglow remains. Feel the way your muscles sit now, as though they've remembered their natural length. Your face softens, your jaw loose, your shoulders resting without effort. Even the space behind your ribs feels open in a subtle but unmistakable way. Let the afterglow spread outward, just a little more. Not in waves now, but in a slow diffusion, like warmth radiating from embers, quiet, steady, impossible to rush. This is a place you can return to, not by recreating the whole journey, but by recalling the sensation in your center, that steady glow that small hum, that sense of spacious calm. Stay with it as long as it feels right. Let the moments elongate, stretching time in the gentle way relaxation always does. There's nothing to achieve, nothing to fix, nothing to prepare for. Only this, the soft, warm residue of letting go. The body unburdened, the mind unguarded, the center of you quietly illuminated. Remain here until the glow becomes memory and memory becomes instinct, and this calm becomes a place you can enter whenever you need to return.